Hey everybody, it's me, Kelly, again, with another cooking video. Today I'm going to do the broccoli and cheddar quinoa bites. Hope everybody's having a good morning. I woke up in a great mood. You know, those mornings where you can like tighten your bra like 2 clips tighter kind of morning. So something must be working. Till of course I got a message from Greta, an awesome lady that wrote this cookbook, and she mentioned that I've been saying the title wrong. So it's yum and yummer. So I fixed it in every place that I could find it on the page. So I don't know, it just rolled off the tongue, the yummier. Anyways, I profusely apologized and was super embarrassed, but now that's fixed. So also about that is that when I was talking to her this morning, she offered to give me or provide 2 copies of this book, this awesome cookbook, signed by her. And she would mail it directly to the person. And she said, you know, for me to do a contest or something like that to give it away. So we are running one right now. We're drawing for that actually tomorrow morning. So look for it. It's under the things at the top of the page and enter it. You just need to add some of your friends. And when you go onto the Facebook page, it gives you an option to add friends. So it does 100, it doesn't matter. Just anyone you think would be interested. We don't want to harass people or anything like that, but anyone who think that you know would benefit or maybe interested, add them. And then we're at like over 300 likes, I think. So when we hit 500, I'm gonna do a new draw for the same thing, another book, signed by Greta, and so that's awesome. Okay, so let's get cooking. Broccoli and cheddar quinoa bites. So this is what they look yummy. They're a good snack, good appetizer. They're 1 point each, so that's awesome. So we preheat the oven to 350. So this video is going to be kind of different because I couldn't do it live, even if I wanted to, because the cooking time is 15 minutes. So I'm actually going to pause the video and then I'll be back with what they turn out with. Okay, so you start out with 2 cups of cooked, cooled quinoa. Now, when I cooked the quinoa, as per in the book, she suggested that you cook it in vegetable broth instead of water, just to add more flavor. So I use the quinoa simply vegetable broth, just 5 calories per 150 milliliters and all natural. So I got that at Walmart. So that's what I used to cook the quinoa. Now, I've never cooked quinoa before, but followed the directions. This is the quinoa that I used. Organic quinoa by President's Choice. It was just the smallest box that I could find. So having never cooked it before, I didn't know what it was going to turn out like. But it smells pretty good in the vegetable broth. So that's the kind of quinoa that I got. Okay, so let's start. So you also need... okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to mix... You need 1 cup of finely chopped broccoli florets. Okay, so put that in with the quinoa. All right, and then we do 1 cup of the shredded sharp cheddar cheese. So I used the light old cheddar. It was no name from like Loblaws, anywhere that carries President's Choice. So just look for light old cheddar cheese so that it has kind of like a bite to it. So you put that in with the broccoli and the quinoa. Also 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. 1/4 cup grated Parmesan cheese. So you put that in there. And you can see, so everything's in there. And so you just kind of like mix it all together. Now, if the quinoa was hot, everything would melt. So that's, I guess, what I'm trying to avoid. So mix that. Okay, then we'll set this aside for a second. Then in a separate bowl, you're going to take 2 eggs. 1. Preferably shell-free in the bowl. Okay, so 2 eggs. Now we have some spices. So, ground mustard. Let's see how this thing works here. They don't want you to get into these spice things, I'm telling you. Okay, ground mustard. So, it is 1/2 teaspoon of ground mustard. There we go. Put that in with your eggs. You're back on the Velcro today. I ordered a cell phone holder to kind of that like hooks to things. It hasn't come yet. My husband's teasing me because, you know, I'm taking this to another level. He thinks that I think it's, you know, like the Cooking Network or something. But no, I'm just trying to keep myself motivated and take anyone that wants to with me. Okay, so now, onion. Now, it says onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon. I only have onion flakes, so I'm going to try it with that. 1/4 teaspoon. And the same thing of garlic powder. I have garlic powder. I never use like garlic salt or onion salt. I think before I said I don't really salt things extra. I just find like you get so much salt in the things that you're already purchasing. That's, you know, they're preserved with salt and things. Okay, so pepper. So then this pepper shaker, I'm not joking. My parents used it when I was a kid. I think they had it before, like they were married like 1,000 years now. So I ended up getting this when they moved out of our childhood home, and it's still kicking. Okay, so pepper, 1/4 teaspoon. Now, I'm a pretty big fan of pepper, so I'll definitely give that a few turns. And sea salt. Same thing. There we go. Sea salt. Now, sea salt, I mean, they come in the grinders, which is awesome because you don't need to load a grinder or whatever. So that's very convenient. Okay, so mix this. The spices and the eggs. So again, it's a mustard powder, garlic powder, onion powder, 2 eggs, and sea salt and pepper. And we mix that together. Okay, so then it says to oil our, I'm just gonna move that. So I didn't even have a mini muffin pan, so I went out and bought a mini muffin pan for this. So for oiling it, I just usually use the President's Choice olive oil spray. So I usually look for the olive oil one, whichever it is, just because I find it doesn't have like a horrible taste to it. You can't smell like a chemically aerosol-y taste. So that's what I use. So now I think we mix it all together. Yeah, okay. So basically we just pour it all in. I'm just gonna get one of these things so that I can get some of the mustard is kind of caked to the side, and we definitely want all that flavor. Another thing about this cookbook is, so I'm planning on making there's a recipe for bruschetta haddock, and I've never cooked fish before other than like frozen fish that you get in a box So I've never cooked fish. I love it, but I'm going to try that recipe next because I figured move out of the appetizers and kind of move into just some meals, and also meals that can be frozen. Okay, so basically you just mix it till it's well blended. I'm going to just show you. Well blended. And then you just spoon them into the... I'm going to move the camera there so that you can see. Spoon them in, again, on the Velcro. Okay, so you just kind of like evenly distribute them. Here we go. Not going to be the most exciting thing watching this, but I will definitely stop the camera for the 15 to 20 minutes that they cook, and they cook at 350 for 15 to 20 minutes, and then you cool them down. So that's when I'll turn the camera back on. I got an app actually that I can pause the camera. So I'm finding maybe that's a better idea than doing the live, because then I can actually cook and come back and you can see what it's like fresh. This cooking different things is a very new experience for me. I mean, I've always cooked things, but not kind of to this degree. I love feeding people, for sure. I love making people happy with food, and that's one thing that at the beginning of, you know, and throughout this whole weight loss thing, it makes me angry. I get angry that I can't eat what I want, and other people can. So with this cookbook, I find, and with the Weight Watchers program in general, I just find you can actually feel like a person, and you don't feel like you need to huddle in the corner with your shake or, you know, whatever you're limited to in terms of food. So then we want to make sure they're like packed in there. Some we can add some more. So, and you don't want to be on, you want to be on a diet that like can be for the rest of your life, not one of these fad diets, and something that's sustainable. And that's what this is all about, is it's sustainable. You know, you feel like a person, you can go to a restaurant, you can cook, you can be creative, you can do all these things that they restrict you so much on other diets. I know people that have done hospital diet programs, several actually, and I mean, you're doing shakes, 900 calories a day. Yeah, the weight comes off, of course, but it's the after, right? It doesn't fix your head. Just like when the surgeon told me about my hernia to go and, you know, have I thought about gastric bypass? Now, I love my surgeon, don't get me wrong, but he's not fat. Okay, I don't think he's ever in his life had to worry about losing weight or anything like that. I was just so shocked when he said that, and it just made me think, like, this is crazy. That's not going to fix my head. I would consider myself a compulsive eater, in that I really loved feeling full, and that's something that I find is changing with this program. I don't like that intense, full feeling as much anymore, which is good. You know, things are going in the right direction, and it's slow, but nothing permanent is going to be fast. So I'm happy with that. Now, of course, there's ups and downs and stuff, but, you know, happy for right now is good. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes, and I will be back. Hey, I'm back. So everything is done, and I'm gonna show you how these turned out. Literally just like the picture. So I took them all out. I've been taking them out of the pan here. So to take them out of the pan, so mine took exactly 15 minutes. To take them out of the pan, just use a knife. I cooled them down for a few minutes and they just pop right out. No problem at all. So just want to go over the ingredients with you again. Well, cool's enough for me to try. Trust me, these things look delicious and they look dangerous. They look perfect for kids, you know, or to serve at a party, like the perfect little appetizer, but that you know you can eat. Okay, so broccoli and cheddar quinoa bites, 2 cups cooked and cooled quinoa, and I cooked it in vegetable broth, just as Greta suggested in the recipe. 1 cup finely chopped broccoli, 1 cup shredded old sharp cheddar cheese. I used the light one. 1/4 cup freshly grated Parmesan cheese, 2 eggs, 1/2 teaspoon of mustard powder, 1/2 teaspoon sea salt, 1/4 teaspoon freshly ground black pepper. Obviously that's to taste. Some of us like more pepper or whatever. 1/4 teaspoon garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon onion powder. Oven 350, 15 minutes. And literally, they turned out perfect. Like, if you see, I'll show you the picture and then show you these. Exactly. I'm pretty excited about it, so I'll try one. Just the smell of these is just awesome. So, and when you break it open, it's all like cheesy and melty. Like, it's like you're eating something that's, you shouldn't be. Wow. Wow. So I've had quinoa salad before, but never like this. It's so good. It's different. It's really tasty. You could bring it to a party. So they're 1 point each. Amazing. 1 point each. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to enter into the draws. When I hit 500 likes, I'm going to do another draw for another signed copy of the book. Tune in on, I think probably Wednesday, I'll be cooking the fish. I'm going to do the bruschetta right here. The bruschetta topped fish. I think I'm going to use haddock. So do that on Wednesday. And also I'll be doing a little kind of video on why it's good to drink water. And I don't know about you, but I'm not a fan of water. The only water I usually get is in my coffee. So just tips and tricks, why it's good and stuff like that. I won't waste any more of your time because it's been like 18 minutes. But thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye.